Hi. Okay, so I wanted to talk about my Renesmee bracelet. I'm pretty excited about it. I've been working really hard to reconstruct the NECA design, and it hasn't been easy because what they did was so tightly woven. This is the NECA one I'm going to show you right now. It's so tightly woven that it's really hard to duplicate that woven pattern by hand. You really have to have a machine to do that. So, and they wanted it to look like something, Jacob would make himself. Well, yeah, you could do this himself. That's a definite. So it kind of has that, I don't know, that bohemian look kind of thing, and the colors are really pretty, and I really liked it. I liked the NECA one. I was very, very pleased with this bracelet. But I still wanted to recreate I still wanted to recreate the bracelet on my own because I like a challenge, and even though NECA did put out a decent one, my only complaints, and I'd like to point this out because I have to, are, first of all, the components to the bracelet, I believe, are plastic. Like, this is plastic, and I think this is plastic too. I'm not really sure, but I think it is. And of course, the leather isn't real leather on the ends, and it kind of stretches a little bit. And I haven't even worn this. I took this out of the package so I could make a really good duplicate and be able to see the colors really well when I went out to pick out floss for mine. And what I did was I went to the store and I wore this bracelet, and I just kind of wore it like a regular bracelet, and I went up to the floss and I just kind of held up each color of floss to the bracelet to make sure that I matched each color exactly. That's how precise I want to be. And floss is it comes in so many different colors. It's amazing how much you can get with embroidery floss. So that's what I used on mine. I'm not keeping that a secret because, why? So, but anyway, I haven't even worn this, but I've noticed that it has little imperfections, like, it's not as tightly woven on the sides. You guys can't see it, but I can see it shining through the light, and well, anyway, whatever. So this was machine made. This was not made by hand because, trust me, I tried to duplicate this. I tried to do the whole weaving thing, and it is as tight as I could go. I even used a loom, and it would not, I couldn't get it to go this tight. Mine looked okay. It didn't look bad. It's just that I wasn't satisfied with it, and it felt like it was going to come apart. So I didn't want to put that out, for sale, something that's not as durable as it should be. So that's when I, had an epiphany recently, and I kind of put this on the back burner for a while because I'm like, I'm not gonna, they've got their bracelet, and I'll just let that go, and I'll just move on to something else. And that's when I started my lockets and stuff. I thought, no, you know what, I'm gonna give this a shot. I have some time now. I am going to try this once and for all. So I made mine. Mine comes, this is how mine come when they come to the customer or you as the buyer. This is my packaging. It comes in an organza pretty bag like this. And you open up the bag, and it's in a tin like this. And I really like the tins because you can use them to store your bracelet in, or you can use the pretty pouch. It's your choice, and it's also gift ready, so you don't necessarily have to wrap this if you want to give it away as a gift, which is really cool. And of course it has my sticker on there. Can you see it? It's kind of bright. I'm so sorry. I've got a light on so it's not too dark of a video, but yeah, Farrah's Creations. And anyway, so this is my version of the NECA bracelet. And I know that this has been shown already. I've already posted it, but I wanted to show it on video so you can see it in action. So basically, this is it. It's different looking than the NECA one. mainly because I can't get the weave that tight, so I did something different. I did a different technique, and it's a knotting technique, and it's kind of like how you know those friendship bracelets. It's kind of like that technique, but it's totally different. It's not the same, and what it does is it kind of looks like it was knitted a little bit, if you notice. It's not woven, but it's so durable that it's actually better made than the NECA one, because this will not fall apart. This will last you for as long as you want it to. I added the ribbon clamps at the end because I felt like they were a little bit more durable than leather, and to be honest with you, leather just wasn't working. I mean, I did actually get real leather and I played around with it, and it just looked, to me, it looked kind of like a 5-year-old made it with my previous versions of weaving it, and then the leather. I just didn't care that much for the look. I have shown that before, and I showed a picture, and everybody liked it, and I really appreciate the support. It's just that I didn't want somebody wearing that where it would come apart or get caught on something and snag and come apart. This is so tight because they're knots. It's not woven. But yet the colors of this and the NECA one are the same. If I can find the NECA one, I dropped it. Dang it. Oh, there it is. Okay, that was a waste of a few seconds. Anyway, so the NECA one has the same colors as mine. Mine's just tighter, like that. And mine is just, it just feels better. It's stiffer. It's a lot stiffer than the NECA one. It'll probably soften up once it's worn, but I don't know. I mean, it's okay if it does. It's just the colors are, like I said, I literally went to the store with the NECA one on, and I matched the colors exactly. So it may not be the same pattern per se, but it has the same look, and it's very similar. I mean, it definitely is the best duplicate that I could do. On mine, I did the S class. So, just because I actually like the S clasp on bracelets. I don't necessarily like them on, like, the locket. I didn't like that because it was too difficult. But this is better, so that if you want to put it on yourself, you can. It's no problem. It just kind of slips through the little notch thing, and there you have a bracelet. And I think the brass looks classy, the antique brass. And also, it can be worn either side. So this is the side that I usually show, but if you turn this around, and you saw this earlier, but it looks a little different on the other side. It looks a little tighter on the other side, but if you were to if you happen to wear it on this side, it's not the wrong side. It's just the opposite side. Because of the technique that I did, it looks different on that side. So, that is basically it. That's my Renesmee bracelet. It takes me about a day and a half to make these. I am not kidding. It takes a long time because it's a very intense process. And I'm getting faster, but I'm about as fast as I can get. And I don't want to mess up because I'm very meticulous. And I've had to take out knots, and they're a pain in the butt to take out because they're so tiny. So I've had to take them out, and it's just no fun. So I like to be a little careful. But this actually takes hours and hours and hours to do. This isn't just something that you can sit in front of the TV, watch a show, and do. This is some serious stitch work. It's passes the time, but it takes a long time, which is why I only put one at a time in my store, and I apologize for that. I just don't want to, I mean, I can take pre-orders if you want to go ahead and place an order. Just let me know, but it takes a long time to make these. So it's not going to happen. That's why I put 5 to 7 business days. Even though technically it doesn't take that long to get to you, it takes me a while to make them. It's not as easy as, it looks, really. It's not. So, anyway, that's my Renesmee bracelet. I'm going to put the link on how to purchase at the bottom of this video, and I thank you very much for spending almost 10 minutes with me, actually 10 minutes now, watching this. See you later. Bye-bye.